Hello everyone and welcome to the Bree Sports Center. I'm your host Bradford Ambrose. Alongside me, Wayne Epps Jr. and Haley Thompson, sports editors at the Breeze. And Wayne, we're going to first start off with football. They went up to Akron, Ohio this past weekend and lost to the Zips 35-33. Talk about their game.
Right, penalties killed them on Saturday. They had 9 penalties for 72 yards. And another penalty that was offset with the Akron penalty, so really 10 penalties on Saturday. They just drained the team. They had a really good offensive game. They had 498 yards of total offense. They ran 94 plays, 2 shy of the school record of 96 set in 1990 against Richmond, and 29-0 win back then. So. Michael Cain's offense was pretty effective on Saturday, but again, the penalties killed them. They were coming up against in field goal range at the end of the game. Daquan Scott had a 15-yard unsportsmanlike contact penalty on that final drive that set them back. They ended up ending the game on the 27-yard line. So if you do the math and add those 15 yards, they would have been right there in prime field goal range. So it was a tough game as far as penalties go. You can look at there's a little bit of controversy with the refs at the end. Apparently they let the clock run farther than they should have, according to Matthews and the team. He was pretty mad at the end of the game, but again, the team killed themselves early in the game, so they wouldn't have to be in that position if it wasn't for the penalties. So tough game.
All right, tough loss indeed. Now let's shift gears and talk about men's soccer. They are now 3-1. Talk about how they're doing.
Right, they had just coming off a big win, 6-1 against VMI yesterday on Wednesday. So Josh Grant was leading the team with goals with 4. He scored 2 of them last night. So it was really a drubbing. They're playing really, really well. I mean, the true test is going to be when they get into conference play. They're still doing some of the easier non-conference games right now, but again, they look strong so far. So we'll see how it goes as the season progresses.
All right, and now let's talk about women's soccer. Not faring too well, not as well as men's soccer, 3-3.
Right. Yeah, they're coming off a loss against Virginia Tech. They took an early lead against the Hokies, but they ended up losing the lead in the second half. So it's been a kind of up and down road for them so far. Kind of a younger team, so we'll see how it goes. But I think they'll be okay once they get into conference play. So we'll see.
All right, and Haley, let's talk about field hockey now. They are 3-2.
Yeah, they just won against Longwood this week. It's looking like a really good season for them. Taylor West is really carrying the team. She's got 5 goals, which is most on the team. She was CAA Player of the Week again. Between her and the goalie Wimmert, it's looking like it's going to be a good season for the Dukes. They start their hardest games are going to be at the end of the month or the end of next month. So until then, it's kind of just a lot of out-of-conference stuff and really seeing where they lie.
Okay. And now let's preview Saturday's game. Football game against St. Francis. Last year they beat St. Francis 55-7. So let's kind of preview that game.
Right. I mean, you look at you favor the Dukes a lot in this game. The game with the 55-7 win last year. That was actually Birdsong's first career game last year when the Dukes beat them last year. Justin Thorpe carried them to most of the win, and Birdsong came in for most of the second half. That was his debut last year. So we've come a long way. Now he's a starter, but I think you saw what the offense did last week against the FBS team in Akron. I think they'll have a really good game against St. Francis this week, and should be another blowout. So we'll see.
All right. Thanks for joining us on this edition of the Bree Sports Center. I'm Bradford Ambrose.